that I would be saying these words ever in my life, but it is marathon weekend. I can't believe I'm running my first marathon. But anyways, I am at the Goodwill because people say that when you run a marathon, especially if you're starting early in the morning, it can be a little chilly, it can be rainy, so bring throwaway layers, which pretty much jackets, sweaters, hoodies that you would feel comfortable tossing as you get hot, start to get sweaty. So I'm at Goodwill now trying to find a jacket or a hoodie or something that I would feel comfortable throwing away. So let's see if I can find a proper throwaway layer. Oh my god, say that 3 times fast. Something like this to just throw over my outfit, and it's only $6, I guess. Oh wait guys, this is actually kind of cute. I actually like this one. It doesn't have a hood on it, but I feel like it'll keep me pretty warm. Oh wait, this is actually a pretty good option also, and it actually matches my marathon outfit. My marathon outfit is kind of like a purple blue color. I think we have a winner. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Now I am off to the Expo Center to go pick up my bib and my kind of like goodie bag for the marathon. So they close at 6, so I'm gonna head there. And then my parents are actually flying into town to see us run the race, so I'm going to go from the Expo Center, head to the airport, and pick them up. I'm so freaking stressed. Driving in Cleveland, especially downtown Cleveland, is the absolute worst, especially if you are a passenger princess like me. I parked in a parking lot. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be parked there, but I could not do the street parking. But I already see like so many runners with their bibs, and it's so exciting. Can't believe I'm doing this. Outside of just picking up your bib and goodie bag, the Expo had a ton of vendors like Asics and Hoka. Fleet Feet was also there giving pre-run massages, and they had an assortment of fueling options like salt sticks and goo gels. The vibes and the energy were definitely high.
Let's see here. Thomasina?
Yes. And then I'm picking up for someone else as well. I'm gonna do my best.
You're going to do fabulous.
Thank you. Now we are heading to get some dinner. We're gonna go bowling. My dad was joking about whether or not we should be going bowling since we have the marathon on Sunday because we need to conserve our energy, but hopefully no one like trips and falls and like sprains an ankle or something. Mom is here! You're on camera! I guess I'll be a civilized person and put it on a plate.
It's not like you're gonna share, so.
Good morning, you guys. It's still so dark outside. It's not even 5 a.m. yet. It's race day. I'm so excited. A little disappointed because I haven't gone to the bathroom yet, and I was really hoping that I could before the race, but we still have 2 hours before the race starts, so I'm outside doing some shakeouts and like jumping jacks and just kind of hopping around to try to induce a bathroom break. I have not eaten, and I know that is like a cardinal sin of marathon race, but I'm honestly afraid to put anything else into my body if I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Like, that is probably my biggest fear. I had planned on eating a bagel. I woke up this morning and I had a full bottle of water and I took an electrolytes tablet, but I do have a ton of like chews and stuff to eat throughout the race, so I feel like that's gonna keep me fueled up enough, I hope. I'm honestly just so scared to eat because I don't want to have any tummy troubles. That is my biggest fear for today's race. Got here and immediately found the restrooms because the girl gotta go. I've gone to the bathroom 2 times already. I might try for a 3rd, but the lines are so long for the porta potties. They're like 3 or 4 lines wrapped all the way around. I'm now regretting my decision not to eat, so simply creeping up to the starting line. I'm so freaking nervous. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the banana for the road. Come on. Mile 16, feeling much better than I thought I would.
Let's go, yeah!
Go see the girl! That's my baby. Good job, baby. Good job.
Bring it on, guys. You got it. Congratulations.
We've got
Yeah!
from Brooklyn, New York. And
Brooklyn!
I must admit, I was feeling way better than I thought after running a fasted full marathon. We all went to get a celebratory lunch and walked around this food festival in Willoughby. Then I finally came home to relax and use these compression boots to help with the aches. Wow. So it's a day after my first marathon and I wanted to come on here and debrief with you guys. So many thoughts, so many emotions. It was an amazing experience. The journey to get here was pretty difficult, so I was not expecting to have as much fun as I did. From the run itself to having my family come out and support me, from being able to do this really hard thing with my partner. Running a marathon is officially my entire personality now. Like, I have watched my Instagram story probably 15 million times by now. Number one, I did not eat. I know you're supposed to carb load, have a carb heavy breakfast, like a bagel, some oats, rice, whatever. I did not eat, and I did not eat because I was so nervous because my runner's gut is severe, and I was so nervous to have an accident on the course that I was like, I would much rather starve and pass out than poop my pants. However, I did have my hydration, my salt hydration tablets, and I did have my little chews. So that kept me adequately fueled throughout the run, so I didn't really feel exhausted. And like most people after the marathon need to go like lay down or like pass out, or people were like throwing up as they crossed the finish line and like had to be wheeled away in a weird wheelchair, and I was completely fine. Like my family was like, oh my god, do you need to go lay down? Like, do you need to go sit down? And like, no. Hours after the marathon, we went to go eat. We were walking around this like food festival. I probably did not lay down until like 6 p.m. that night. I was able to go to the restroom a couple of times before the race started, but I was still so nervous, so my stomach was still like a little iffy. We started all the way in the back. So essentially when you're running a marathon, they have different corrals based on how quickly you think you'll run the marathon. So the people who were all the way at the front of the starting line, those people predicted that they would complete the marathon in a quicker pace than myself. So I was all the way in the back, probably like second to last, third to last corral. So the marathon started at 7, but we didn't actually start the cross, the finish line slash start line. We didn't actually get there until 7:07. So it took 7 minutes before they got to the corral that I was in. The nerves pretty much vanished once I started running, and I felt good for the first 13 miles. The vest that I ran with, I was not gonna bring my water pouch because I figured I didn't want my vest to be too heavy, and I felt like I was kind of like overpacking for the marathon. Like I was watching videos and seeing TikToks, and a lot of people seemed underdressed compared to what I had prepared to wear. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't bring the water bottle. But I thank God I did, because when my mom found out that I did not plan on bringing the water pouch, she was like, I really want you to bring it. And I'm so glad she told me to bring it, because the water stations and the Gatorade stations were spread out so far. And there were moments in the race where I was so thirsty, and there probably wasn't another water station for another 1.5 miles, but thank God I had my water pouch. Also, if you are a slower runner like me, they started breaking down the water and Gatorade stations. By the time I got to like mile 24, they had already started breaking down the water stations. Mind you, there were still so many people behind me. I didn't hit a wall until probably mile 20. That's when I started to feel the pain in my joints and my muscles, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fight to the finish. But thank God I had a surprise on the course. My brother, who we all thought was abroad, we didn't even know he was back in America. I'm like running, And I see this guy on the course with this big freaking cowboy hat, and I squint and I look closely, and it is my brother. He is the last person I expected to see on my course. So I immediately start crying, but what that did for me is it invigorated me, you guys. After I passed him, I started like picking up speed. Before I saw him, I was probably at like a 12:30, 13 pace. But after seeing him, I was like at an 11:10 pace. Like I was going so fast. So that gave me some momentum for the next like 2 miles. But by the time I got to mile 24, your girl was hurting and I had to take a few more walk breaks than I had been taking previously. The water stations were so far apart and I didn't have any more water in my water pouch. So not only was I tired, but I was also very thirsty and creeping up on dehydration. So the last 2 miles were probably the hardest of the full marathon. Oh my gosh, as I'm talking to you guys, I just got the professional photos that I paid for, but they will definitely be going on my Instagram and I might use some of these photos for the thumbnail, but highly recommend paying the extra money for like the professional photos. Would I do it again? Yes, but I would probably only want to do like 1 marathon a year just because I don't like the training process of it. I don't like eating all the carbs that you have to eat when you're running a marathon. And I know people say like carbs can be good for you, but I gained a lot of weight and I just felt like really heavy and bloated all the time because of all the carbs that I was consuming. And I don't know if scientifically that is how that works, but that's how I feel. And that's the story that I'm telling myself. And yeah, I'm a part of the 1%. So of course I'm feeling myself, and of course I'm a little bit big-headed, and of course this is gonna be my entire personality now. All in all, I will say it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Hearing the crowd cheer, and shout out to the people that show up, the spectators that show up and like make posters and just cheer for strangers. It was really a nice community event, and it really just helped to kind of showcase the beauty of basic humanity. Like people are really so kind-spirited at the root, and I think the spectators really showcased that, so that warmed my heart and that motivated me a lot as well. I'm glad I chose the Cleveland Marathon as my first marathon. It was pretty flat most of the time, and I feel like it was just an easy route overall. Thank you guys for tuning in on this experience of me becoming a long distance runner. It's definitely been a journey, and I hope you stick around to see what else I decide to do next. Maybe I'll do a high rocks or a triathlon or something crazy like that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this experience, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye! 'Cause I'm not just a pretty girl, I'm more than